Good morning. So I know I had told you guys that I was going to be trying all of the Premier Protein shakes to rank them, and so that's what I'm doing today. My name is Latrice. I make bariatric content. I had VSG surgery July 9th, 2024, and so I like to share recipes and just different products and things that or what my journey has been like post-op. And so if you're new here, welcome. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and let's get started. So I'm going to show you guys all of the Premier Protein shakes that I did buy, but first I'm going to show you the one that I'm going to drink today. And so this is the cinnamon roll flavor, and I've had this one plenty of times. It's actually one of my favorites, but I'm going to try it for you guys on camera, and I'm going to rank each protein shake 1 out of 10. I mean, on a scale of 1 through 10, or 0 through 10, and let you know which one, which flavor is my favorite, and we'll go from there. And so yeah, that's the plan. I'm just gonna try this and rank it. I'm not gonna do all of them in the same video because that's just too much. So I'm gonna drink a protein shake a day. It's a good snack at this point in my journey, which I'm a year post-op, so it's just a snack. So I'll drink one probably once a day, and then just compile all of that into one video to let you guys know what I rated each one. All right, so again, I have the cinnamon roll Premier Protein shake that I'm going to try, and I mentioned that this is one of my favorites, so I'm going to go ahead and taste it. And right off the bat, I mean, you do taste that cinnamon flavor, which is great. And I always, make sure that mine has been chilling in the refrigerator so it's nice and cold, or you can serve it over ice if you want to, but I think they all taste better when they're cold. But it does have a nice cinnamon taste. It doesn't give that that protein taste that you sometimes get with protein shakes, like a chalky feeling. Like, I don't get that with this, even with it being a pre-made shake. This mixes very well with like a coffee, and I'm not a coffee drinker. It's not my preference, but this does pair well with coffee. I've made protein ice cream with this in my Ninja Creamy. So just having this as the base, adding extra cinnamon, you could even put like raisins as a mix in if you want, like cinnamon raisin ice cream. And so I like that it's very versatile. And if I had to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10 or 0 to 10, I would give this an 8. This is again one of my favorites, and I rank this higher on the scale because it the flavor itself is just really good. And I wouldn't say it tastes like a cinnamon. It kind of tastes like the milk that you would have after eating some Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. It tastes like that cinnamon type of milk. That's what this reminds me of. And so this is a 11.5 fluid ounce bottle, 160 calories, 3 grams of fat, 30 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, 1 gram of fiber, 3 grams of carbs, to 30 milligrams of sodium. So protein wise, and if you are in the beginning stages for all of these protein shakes, if you still have to drink protein shakes as one of, like your main meals, I do like the Premier Protein series in general, but this is one flavor that was my go-to. So it's at the top of my list. Again, I rated this an 8 out of 10. And I will move on to the next one in the next video clip. But I am going to show you guys the different flavors that I have. All right, there we go. And so I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I have 11 different flavors. There are a few that I wasn't able to get because they're either seasonal flavors or they weren't available in like individual bottles at the store that I got these from. And like, they don't sell like a variety pack, or at least I haven't been able to find a variety pack, so I only picked up the ones that I have. So I drank the cinnamon roll one today, and so I Also have the cookies and cream. I have the cake batter delight. I have strawberries and cream, bananas and cream, and a lot of these flavors I have tried before. I have the caramel, chocolate, root beer float. I've never tried this one, so I don't like root beer typically, so I might be a little biased when I drink that one because I just don't like the taste of root beer, but we'll see. Vanilla. We have cafe latte and chocolate peanut butter. And so ones off the top of my head that I know that are not in this lineup is the lemon. And I think that one is more like a spring seasonal flavor, so I wasn't able to find that one. There's a peaches and cream one. I've never been able to find that one in the store. I want to say when I did try it, I had bought a case of it offline. I know that there's like a mint one that's a seasonal flavor typically. Never tried that one. And then I want to say there's another one that I know right off the bat, but I can't think of it right now. But these are the 11 flavors that I have that I am going to try and let you guys know. And then side note, have you guys tried these Alani protein bars? Like, I found these when I went to Buc-ee's, and I've never looked for them at a different store, but this brand tastes pretty decent. The protein is a little bit lower compared to some other bars that I have, but this is a peanut butter and jelly, and that can be a separate video, but I was curious to know if anybody had tried that brand of protein bars. But the ones that I did, well, the caramel crunch one that I tried was really good. The Rocky Road one that I had, not so much. But anyway, this is not about the Alani protein bars. It's about the Premier Protein shakes, pre-made shakes. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow with the next flavor. And so day 1, cinnamon roll Premier Protein shakes, I'm rating that as an 8 out of 10. All right, so new day. We're gonna try the cookies and cream Premier Protein shake. I can't remember if I've ever tried this one before. Possibly not. Don't remember. But we are going to rate this one. So let's see what this one is hitting on. Hold that thought because my battery about to die. All right. Here we go again. I have not had this one before. Sorry, it's raining. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not a preferred flavor. I guess it has a slight taste that's supposed to be mimicking like what looks like an Oreo cookie. It's very faint. Yeah. But I don't think my body likes this one either. But, let's see. I drank about half of it. It's not terrible. Not on the top of my list. I would rate this. I would probably give this a 4. I would rate this a 4. Not the worst, but not the best. So yeah, second shake that I'm trying, cookies and cream. Excuse me. I rated a 4. It's okay. It's okay. I'll rate it a 4. So I have the Premier Protein Strawberries and Cream flavor. And so I'm just going to rate it on a scale of 0 to 10. I would hate to give somebody a 0, but I'm going to put 0 on there because if you just trash, you trash. Let me shake her up. And I like my protein shakes cold. It's preferred. Or you can drink it with ice or whatever. Here goes nothing. And so I have tasted this flavor before. It's good. I don't get a whole lot of the strawberry flavor. It's very faint. So like I would totally I could see this being really good. Like if you blended it up with some fresh strawberries. Or if you have like some strawberry syrup or something like that. But it's good. I would probably rate this. I'd give it an 8. It's pretty good. One of the better of this brand, I would say. Again, to add extra freshness, I do think this would taste really good. It's like a milkshake, protein shake. So blending it, blending it with some fresh strawberries, I think would be a really great addition and kind of make that strawberry flavor pop. All in all, very solid flavor. Strawberries and cream, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. All right, so I have this bananas and cream Premier Protein shake that I'm going to try. And so I had started drinking a little bit of it earlier, but I wasn't in a place where I wanted to. But I wasn't in a space where I wanted to record, I guess. I was really in the middle of something. But I've tried this one before. 30 grams of protein. They all have pretty much the same nutrition facts. And so I actually like the bananas and cream. And I'm not even a banana fan. Like I don't like eating bananas. I don't like banana flavored things. But this actually tastes delicious. And this was probably one of the first few flavors that I tried right after surgery that I was like, oh, that's actually pretty good. And so it has, of course it has the artificial banana taste. But that doesn't bother me per se. And if you've ever tasted banana flavored Laffy Taffy, this is what this tastes like. So if you don't like banana flavored Laffy Taffies, you will not like this, but this is exactly what that tastes like to me. And I don't like banana Laffy Taffies, but for whatever reason, this in liquid form doesn't bother me. And I think this will make a really, really good milkshake. I could see this being good as protein ice cream. This is delicious. I'd actually put this in my top, one of the top flavors of the Premier Protein brand. If I had to rate this on a scale of, and I'd like to do 0 to 10, I'd give this a solid 8. And again, this is coming from somebody who doesn't like banana flavored things. I'd give this a solid 8. This is probably one of the better flavors in my opinion. But again, if you don't like banana flavored things, or if you have had a banana Laffy Taffy and you don't like it, you're not gonna like this. But it's definitely different, because I feel like most protein shakes at the very basic level is either vanilla or chocolate or caramel or those flavors, and so it's a different vibe. I'd say it's nice to spruce it up with the bananas and cream. So I give this an 8 out of 10. And I'm trying to be very fair with my ratings. And I think the beauty of me not doing, and I'll just hold this so I can see it. The beauty of me not doing all of them on the same day or at the same time is I really get to taste each flavor and give it a fair chance versus tasting one 1 minute and then drinking one right after the other. So I'm giving y'all my honest opinion. I don't even remember what I rated the other one. So I'm going to have to go back and look through the videos to see what I ranked each one or what rating I gave them. But I give this a solid 8 out of 10, which I think makes this fair as well. It's like I'm not sitting there, drinking it at the same time. So 8 out of 10. So we'll see at the end when I, try to put all the ratings together to see what I actually rated each one. But these are my real-time reactions tonight. I give this an 8 out of 10. This is a good flavor. Good morning. So I'm back with another protein shake review. Excuse my hair. I get it done tomorrow, finally. And of course, I need to do my eyebrows and all that stuff, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for the milkshake. So today I am reviewing the Premier Protein chocolate shake. I don't know that I may have had this before, but I usually go for something that's not vanilla or chocolate when I buy protein shakes, because I don't know. Chocolate in particular is hit or miss. I know for sure when I was doing, when I would get chocolate, it wouldn't be Premier Protein. It would be the Fairlife. Now, the Fairlife brand of chocolate protein shake is really good. So that's my favorite chocolate brand. And so this is my first, I want to say this is my first time trying the Premier Protein chocolate. So here we go. It definitely doesn't taste anywhere near as good as the Fairlife. I feel like the Fairlife one tastes a lot like chocolate milk. This tastes like protein. So it tastes like your typical like chocolate protein shake. Not my favorite of this brand. And so I would rate this a 4. A 4 or 5, maybe 4.85. I give it a 5. That still seems kind of high, but if I'm comparing it to all the other flavors that they have, I definitely give this like a 4. Not the worst, but certainly not the best chocolate protein shake that I've had. So 4 out of 10. If you're gonna do chocolate, do Fairlife protein chocolate. Not all right, here we go with another protein shake. Y'all, I'm tired. So I am trying the caramel flavor today, and this is actually one of my favorites. So I already know I'm gonna rank this one higher on the scale because this is one of my preferred flavors of the Premier Protein shake. So I don't know that it necessarily, it doesn't have that protein taste like the chocolate one that I tried before this, which was, it definitely tasted like a protein shake. This does not taste like that. I don't know that it necessarily tastes like caramel either, but it has a really pleasant taste. Kind of like a light hint of caramel, kind of like almost like a brown butter type of taste. But I would definitely rate this a 9 out of 10. And this is one of my favorites out of the Premier Proteins lineup. So yeah, I'd rate the caramel 9 out of 10. I probably can't see that because my lighting is, there we go. But this is the caramel, 9 out of 10. And I still got a lot more flavors to go. And so I guess I didn't think this through, and like, wow, I can open them all and pour just a little bit in the cup and taste it that way to get it all done. I just feel like that's wasteful if I don't end up finishing them. I will have opened them up. So it might take me a little bit of time to get this video out, as well as the protein bars. All right, so we are about, let me get y'all kind of set up. So we are about to try this Premier Protein root beer flavor. I will preface this by saying I do not like root beer. in general, so I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but it is cold, so hopefully it being cold will make a difference. It doesn't taste as bad as I thought it would. It actually does taste like, oh shit, it actually does taste like root beer. And again, I'm not a root beer fan, but I do know what root beer tastes like, and it definitely has a root beer flavor, which is great. I could see this being, it's actually pretty darn good for what it is. I'm not gonna say it's nasty just because I don't like root beer, but I would rate this. I'd give it a solid, and I'm trying to let go of the fact that I don't like root beer, but I'd give this a solid 7. It tastes like root beer, and it is. I'm pleasantly surprised at how good this tastes. I give it a solid 7 out of 10. Well, hello there. So today I am trying the Cake Batter Delight Premier Protein Shake, and I've had this one several times. It's actually one of my favorites, but we're gonna rate it like we did the other ones. And I hope to be wrapping this up soon. I think I have 3 more protein shakes to try. So excuse me. Again, this is one of my favorites. So, it's not cold anymore. When I first took it out, it was cold. Because I had already been drinking on it, but just decided to put my camera on. But anyway, I think it tastes a lot better cold, but if I had to rate it right now, I would rate it at a 7.5. Mainly because it's not cold. But this is my true thoughts and feelings in the moment. I mean, it's good. I definitely recommend this flavor because I know how good it can be. But this is one of my favorite ones, the Cake Batter Delight. I would rate it a 7.5 out of 10 right now in this moment, but highly recommend this flavor. So hello, we're back with another Premier Protein Shake, and so I do have the chocolate peanut butter here, and I've had this one before. It's actually really, really good. And so I think the peanut butter flavor is a lot more straightforward in here, which is great because I don't think I care too much for their chocolate flavor by itself. And so it is peanut butter forward, which is a pro. and the chocolate is there, but it balances it all out. And so if I had to rate this one on a scale, and I'm doing 0 to 10. If I had to rate this on a scale, I would give this a solid 9. Like, this is delicious. It tastes close enough to like a peanut butter cup. It's perfectly balanced with the chocolate and the peanut butter. And again, I like that the peanut butter is the forward flavor versus the chocolate. In this specific, like, for a protein shake. So I give it a solid 9 out of 10. Highly recommend. It's definitely on the top of the list of premier protein flavors for me. So, all right. So good morning. I forgot to do one last protein shake. And so I'll actually put this clip in before the vanilla one, which was the last one, but this is the cafe latte, and I've definitely had this one before, so I know how it tastes. Unfortunately, it is not cold, but we're gonna taste it anyway and see how it goes. So I've already been drinking on it, but I'm gonna taste it now. Definitely tastes better cold. I mean, it has a slight coffee taste. It does. The amount of caffeine is equivalent to 1 cup of coffee, which is nice, especially if you're a coffee drinker. I won't say this is one of my favorites because it's not, but I would definitely rate this like a 6.5 out of 10. Again, it's not my favorite, but I like that it does contain caffeine, and you can definitely make a profit with this. Or if you just want a slight coffee taste, this will get the job done. But 6.5 out of 10. Here, about to wrap up the video. I'm out here looking rough in these streets. But the last protein shake that I'm going to try is this vanilla, just a classic flavor. And I mean, you can't really go wrong with vanilla. You can always add any type of sweetener to it or flavoring if you wanted to change the flavor of it. But you can't go wrong with the classic. When you're in doubt, just go with vanilla. I'd give this a solid 9. I mean, it's vanilla. It doesn't really have that. I mean, obviously it's a protein shake, but it doesn't have that overly protein taste that some other brands might have. And so I'd give this a solid 9 out of 10. And so that concludes our Premier Protein Shake review. And so I hope to do other brands as well. And so thank you guys so much for your patience. I hope this helps someone. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Make sure you get your protein in. Bye.